Hey, check that
Hello.
transition.
What's up, guys? How's it going? Before we start off, want to say hello to everyone in the stream. Already there, Scooby Hayes, our regular. He loves it. And we've also got to say happy birthday to Joe Cooper. It's his birthday today, so happy birthday, man. Hope you're having a good one.
Hashtags coming in thick and fast already. Look, eels.
Blame Des, blame Sam. I like how you skip straight to Ills and Stock Pond.
You don't no blame Aaron yet. You're all right.
Not yet. Yeah, Staff Badger. The beards are in full force, and yeah. So I don't know how many of you have jumped on to play already today, but we have released an update that fixes the low catch rate of the salmon, and it also fixes a crash that could occur based on going to a certain area on Lake Miller. So those two issues are now fixed. So hopefully you'll be catching a lot more salmon now.
Did you all just see the trailer before we'd start it a bit differently?
Oh yeah, well yeah, we started with the trailer as well. I was going to ease into that, but no one's really talking about it, so I guess no one cares.
No one wants.
I guess no one cares about the new lakes.
No one wants
Yeah, so we've actually got. We're calling it the tournament bass pack. Sorry, it's featuring Lake Seminole and Lake Jordan, both famous venues from the FLW and MLF bass tours. So with the DLC, you get access to both of the lakes in all of the usual game modes that you'd expect to, and you get 12 new events added to career mode that are featured on these lakes. So yeah, it's pretty exciting. So that's going to be coming out on Thursday, and on Thursday we'll also be running. Oh look,
7/7's on it. When?
Wants to know the release date. We're ahead. We're ahead of the curve. It's all right. Don't worry. We'll play the trailer again halfway through the stream, and we'll play it again at the end just to make sure you guys can all get to have a look at it. But yeah. We're releasing it on Thursday. We'll be running another stream on Thursday, and we're actually going to be having a little bit of a competition. So, in the competition, you have to be able to be legible. You have to have checked into the stream on Thursday, and you can win up to $500 worth of different fishing equipment. So, the equipment that you can win are a 13 fishing MV 6'10" black rod at $300 RRP, 13 fishing prototype X x2 or X2 at $200 RRP, a few lures. I haven't got a confirmation on what lures you can get.
I'm sure they'll bring them out on Thursday for you to see, but obviously the most important item of all,
limited edition.
You can't put a price on that.
I don't even own one of these. It's
that lucrative.
Whew. I mean, if you put in a special request, I don't mind signing it, but I would understand why you wouldn't want to have a tainted version of this limited edition prestige hat. Big Timer J wants the hat. You know what to do then. You need to check into the stream on Thursday.
Be there or miss out.
Hat, please. Alright, yeah, so...
Either way, you missed the trailer, but I'm gonna fish them both today, so you will get to see them as we drive around. Just to jump in one.
Oh, we're going to be jumping on Seminole and Jordan.
Jumping on nice. Today.
So we're doing a little demo, I guess.
World premiere.
Oh, I want.
We're team world premieres today. Little fencing, I like it.
Pascal Gaming, new lake September. 2 new lakes Thursday, my friend. 2 new lakes on Thursday, part of a twin pack. When will lures work in Raspberry? I'm going to assume that you're trying to target.
So, as we know, that was hashtag
Blame Sam.
Blame Sam.
Not blame Aaron.
Sam has already put in a fix for this, but due to the rapid patch for the salmon having to come first, it will be in the next update, I swear. So it's coming, but not in this update, unfortunately, because the salmon did over-prioritise. I've checked it in, it's just waiting. It's coming.
No Uncle Des Halloween masks. Oh, man. I mean, Halloween is still a time for children, so you got to be careful about that R-rated content. And Dez's face is definitely R-rated. When he was in America, he had a nice little incident where they Said he could have his drink at like a discount or for
they
free.
They gave him a senior discount at Wendy's because they thought he was over 55.
Which he definitely isn't.
Is his birthday today?
It's his birthday today, guys. He shares a... Joe Cooper, you share a birthday with the infamous Des O'Connor. Shep777, and watching from Australia, guys. 1 a.m. here. Absolutely love the game. Absolutely amazing developer team. Can't ask for anything better. Thanks, Shep777. 7777. That's too many sevens. Either way, appreciate the comment. Thanks for checking us out at that time in the morning. I know that
means a lot.
You must be fighting a bit of fatigue there, so appreciate you checking us out. Hopefully we can keep pushing the game forward for you.
Go for a little drive around first, right?
Go for a little scud.
Go for a little fish.
Learn the lay of the land.
So I should go this way first. We'll start bottom left because I like this little bit. A little bit of bridge architecture going on under here.
It's very nice, isn't it?
It's
a nice little time of day.
What lake the salmon on? It's Lake Boulder and Lake Miller.
Happy birthday, Grandad Des from Big Time of J.
Yes.
We'll pass these messages on, don't you worry. I think he should be back in office tomorrow.
I was too busy looking at that screen and not looking where I was going.
Priorities, my friend. There are lives at stake when you're
scudding
at that speed.
I had to give the art team a big shout out again. They've done their biz like they do.
So for catching the salmon, your best bet is probably using spinner baits and
spooning.
Yeah, spoons. We all know where Des is today then. Yep, he's down the pub, probably.
No, he was taking to go ape today.
Oh no, of course he actually was, wasn't he? He actually said this yesterday, but I don't know. I don't listen all the time. Not to Des. Hey, he's gone to go ape. For any of you guys that don't know what Go Ape is, it's like you go to an area that's sort of like a foresty area, I guess, and you walk across suspended ropes and man-made bridges really high up in the trees. You need to have harness equipment to make sure that you don't have a big fall. So it is pretty cool. I've been there before. Doing a little bit of advertisement for Go Ape.
Yeah, we're not endorsing those spots.
There's no fish there, so... If you're into outdoor activities, though, it'll be pretty good. Biggest fish on the new lakes? What is the biggest fish on the new lakes? I don't actually know off the top of my head, to be honest.
I'll have to check that angler's log, but there's something we can do.
Yeah, we can have a look at the angler's log. We can get... Obviously, you won't be able to see the actual fish models. You'll see their...
That mysterious silhouette going.
Oh, yeah. Less is more.
We'll do that before we end though, because it's still annoying we haven't got the feature where it's in the pause menu yet. That is still on the list of stuff we want to do.
Yes. Oh man, we spoke about it so much that I actually completely forgot it wasn't in.
No, I was about to press pause like, oh yeah, I'll just do it, and it's like, oh yeah, we haven't actually done that.
Ahead of the curve, that's all.
It's definitely in the pipeline, but when it's going to come in, this becomes a problem. Welcome to software development. Manpower and priorities. Where does it fall?
Musaka H, yes, show angler's log for both. Yeah, don't worry, we'll have a quick run through the angler's log between us, swapping over between each lake. And you guys can get a little feel for...
So you can do the other lake.
Yeah, go for
Scudder.
it. I'm up for having a little perusal. Are there any new incoming boats? Off the top of my head, there's no new boats coming in this pack. Correct me, man. Correct me.
It's not in this pack.
Okay.
But let's just say there are some amphibious vehicles on the horizon.
So that's right. We're taking our game into the realm of Dungeons and Dragons. You'll be able to ride a lizard.
I'd pay for that.
Very amphibious.
But no, there's some boats in the pipeline. I don't want to step on anyone's announcing stuff of like what it is, how big it is, what's its engine size, if it has an engine. Oh, but yeah, there's some boaties. That's all I can say.
Big Time of J, guys, I'm trying to sign in on Dovetail Live and it's saying Dovetail Live is unavailable. Suggestions. Gonna be honest, that's a different team to us.
Okay. But Stephen, monitor in the chat, if you could check if.
Yeah, I think
PTO's going.
Stephen, you could check that. That'd be awesome.
At the top of this dock, got to do another circuit round. You know, I'm a big fan of a dock. You ever see any camera shot going down in a tournament from a dock? It's normally me. Because I like a good pan shot down a dock into the water. Something about it.
Mohammed Curie, happy birthday, Des, you OAP. Just keep it simple, man. No reason to get flashy with the insults. Just call him old. Tell him how it is. Billy Bob Scarborough, what other maps are coming? If you know, please tell me. Not sure if you caught the trailer at the beginning, but we're actually on one of the new lakes now.
This is
so
one of the new ones.
This is Seminole, right? What did you go on to?
I'm going into Jordan.
Oh, you went to Jordan. Sorry, my bad.
I want to double check.
So we're on Jordan at the moment. We'll also show off a bit of Lake Seminole, and we'll make sure to play the trailer for the
Jordan's
new lakes.
Got the bridge.
Oh, of course, yeah.
You can't go past the buoys, but
Catch a £15 bass plus bass on the stream. Yeah, go on, Sam.
try my best in a bit. I'm doing my circuit at the moment. I'm admiring this lush environment at the moment. But yeah, I'll get some fishing on in a minute. I just want to get around this other bit because the map kind of like forks out right here, so it's quite different on this side.
Yeah.
You've got a dam down the bottom as well.
J Football Player, when does it come for Xbox? Andy7272 Mick, when is the new lake pack out? I missed it, please. Darth Badger's answered your question, but in case you missed it, it's out on Thursday, and we'll be running another live stream on Thursday as well, where as long as you check it out and you're one of the viewers, you'll be in for a chance of winning approximately $500 worth of
Swag.
fishing swag.
And what's the most lucrative prize?
The most lucrative prize is right here. We'll show it again.
Guaranteed to increase your fishing ratio in real life. That's it.
And look, it fits your head. It's good.
Instantly makes you better at fishing.
As far as hats go, that does its job.
Increase that netting ratio, is that what it would be? Just ups it instantly.
Does increase bite rate, my friend.
I like this big bit as well. It's nice.
Oh, the multiplayer glitch is fixed yet? GPS markers yet? We don't have GPS markers yet. Multiplayer glitches, you need to be a bit more specific. I need to know which ones you're talking about, if that's alright. What is the biggest fish on that map you're on? Okay, so Billy Bob, what we'll do is, when we swap over from Lake Jordan to Lake Seminole, we'll go through the angler's log, and then you guys get a chance to see what fish we've got, boss fish we've got in each lake. Oh, people are trying to get the hats, man. Does it come in blue? Sorry, no blue, not at the moment. Who knows? Maybe that'll be a 2020 exclusive. Who knows?
Hashtag blue 2020.
Make it happen. If the Arda Oyunda, did someone catch any salmon? So we did release an update. We'll say this again as well. We did release an update today. Fixes the low catch rate of the salmon, and it also fixes a crash that can occur on Lake Miller.
All happy days for the salmon.
Oh yes, the salmon have never been happier. Because they love being caught, I guess, I think.
Hungry for it, as the word before.
Joe Cooper, no one came to my birthday. Joe, don't do this, man. We're all here for your birthday right now.
Yeah.
It's going to be alright. Get a nice little view of the new lakes.
Maybe someone will buy it for your birthday.
We can hope.
Or you might win 500 quid's worth of... Actually, more than that.
I suppose that
hat's got to be worth double that, so you know. Can't put a price on that, but you might be that lucky winner. That'd be a good birthday present.
What's the best bait or lure for catching salmon? So lure-wise, you want to be using either a spinnerbait or a spoon. Will there be piers added to some of the American lakes? So if it's a real venue, if there are piers there, we tend to put the piers there to try and make it as close to real life as possible. Buck Hunter, what's the stream about? So the stream today we're showing off the 2 new lakes, my friend.
Should we play the trailer again before I cast out?
Yeah, why not? Look, guys, we're going to show you the trailer again for all of you that missed it, because I know we've had a lot of people join and you probably don't want to wait till the end. So we'll play that trailer and we'll talk to you in a minute. Hello,
There you go.
we're back. Okay, cool. I hope that catches some of you up with what we're showing off today. Yeah, it should be good. Comes out on Thursday. Let's see how this does.
Let's see if I can get some fish now.
Yeah, try and catch some fish.
I was too busy. They got bang up lighting job again.
Yeah, it does look nice, doesn't it? What time of day did you pick?
Sunrise. I'm a big sucker for the sunrise or the sunset.
It looks a bit more atmospheric, doesn't it?
Especially when it comes through the tree lines and stuff. It's nice.
Billy Bob, are you ever going to add the eel into the game? Oh. There's a bit of a hashtag going that Sam started. He started a movement.
I'm trying to fight that corner. Unfortunately, there's other fish that people also want that keep getting prioritised over senior eel.
Oh, sorry, Luke. I didn't see your original post, but I can see it now. 1 second, sorry. As far as anyone who isn't host, having the camera view shake and glitch every time you hook a fish is the worst one. Makes multiplayer on the US lakes almost unplayable for everyone except the host. Okay, we'll look more into that. Thanks for giving us a little bit more detail. Yeah, we'll have to do some testing internally and then try and see what the issue is, and then from there it'll be a case of working out how big a fix it will be and when we're going to be able to get in what patch we'll be able to get that in. If it's as bad as you're saying it is, though, we'll try and make it a priority. Eric Serkosov? Cool, need some beer on Thursday then, lol. Yeah, mate, have a nice little session.
Get the bevs in.
Get the lakes out.
Get the bevs in. Get on the competition. Sounds like a pretty good Thursday.
Yeah, that's pretty much it. Dedicated servers, and that's a beautiful hashtag.
You keep that one going, but yes, we'd love dedicated servers.
Luke hasn't played in weeks because of the multiplayer issue, I just said. I'm really sorry about that, Luke, mate. We'll work on that as soon as we can then, and fingers crossed you'll be back. You'll be back, I hope.
I hope so, because yeah, I can understand that being annoying, especially when you just want to play with your friends.
I play a lot of multiplayer games as well, and like even though it's only a camera shake in a fishing game, I still don't like anything that's like host base advantage or anything like that.
Yep.
Multiplayer optimization definitely needs to be a priority. See, this is again where we would love to have the dedicated servers, but it's just trying to make that work. We've still got a lot of research to do and work out exactly how we want to tackle that.
Yep. It's a very big job. I wish it was just a case of flipping a power switch and server turns on and everything just winds up magically, but it's a big engineering job.
There's an issue on PS4 where the drag gets glitched and stuck on either 100 or 0 and causes the line to snap. I've sent in a ticket, just thought I'd let you know it's pretty bad. Okay, thanks Shep777.
Do you know how you got that? Because yeah, if you can include that in the ticket, that's the best bit. 'Cause if we can repro it, we can get an engineer to be like, that's why, and then we can fix it.
You'd be surprised at what information can be useful when giving developers the steps for how to cause a bug. Like, even if it's something like, oh, I entered this menu, then I backed out, and then I went back in, and then I loaded the lake, and then it happens. Sometimes something as specific as that can really be the difference between...
Bloody lost it. Lines you got on here.
Really be the difference between working out how to fix the bug or being stuck on a bug without being able to work out what the issue is. Is there any chance you guys will add AI anglers on the lake while fishing tournaments?
We'd love to.
We would like to.
It's on our list.
Yeah, it's on our list. That's all we can really say on that at the moment.
Another big job.
Another big job indeed. So we've tested some stuff and done some research internally, but we've still got a long way to go before we can work out exactly how to make that working game as well. Yeah, that's the truth of it. So fingers crossed one day we'll have that, but I cannot give you a promise or an estimated time frame at all.
Come on, little fishy. I want one on stream.
We would like a boss eel called Darren, gents. Make it happen. Yeah, we could do that, man.
Once we get an eel.
What about Raisbury Lake? There's impossible to catch pike and perch. Tried everything. Dead baits, lures. Still no luck.
Yeah, unfortunately the fix isn't in this update. I have submitted a fix, but due to the salmon patch fix having to be a priority, it will be in the next one. So it is coming, but it's just not yet. Unfortunately.
The Free Fishers. Hi, love the streams and can't wait to get the game. Cheers for checking us out, even though you don't know the game yet. Yeah, appreciate that, man. Hopefully you get it as soon as you can and get involved on the action yourself. Start chasing those trophy fish.
That's the big game goal.
K12 Outdoors is just confirming that the drag issue happens on Xbox as well.
So yeah, it's just non-platform specific.
Could you maybe put a chair on carp fishing so you can wait till you get a bite? Hashtag chairs, yep.
Yes, please. I've been... How long have I been? 2 years now, right? 2 years we've been designers. 2 years I've been begging for that chair to be sittable. Because they're there. Let me sit in it. One day I hope. And it's going to be glorious when I'm going to revel in that moment. Maybe just sit for like a good hour virtually. Well, I'm sitting now too. But yes. We'd also like to be able to sit in the tent is the other thing that I've been wanting. Because you have the bivvy. You better sit in your bivvy. Have a chill out. Can't put beers in though. Can't have a bevy in your bed.
Turns it ups the age rating.
Yeah, maybe a mineral water.
Yeah, man. A nice little J2O.
Yeah. Keep hydrated on the lake.
Get the Coke Zero in.
Yeah.
When will the stream start on Thursday? Christo, I don't actually know the answer to that.
Told.
I'm going to assume
You reckon
that it's going to start at 4 or 5 p.m. But
if he's watching Steve, when's it start?
We'll get our man to shout the answer into the chat and we'll read that out in a minute when he replies.
But I'd imagine if we normally start at like 4ish, to presume they're going to keep it the same sort of time, Drew.
There we go. 4 p.m. British summertime on Thursday. There we go.
The Overlord has blessed us with the knowledge of time. Better get this fish.
Sorry, I was just doing a little catch up there. Okay, so the drag glitch has something to do with adjusting the trolling motor at the wrong time. Okay, cool. That's nice. That gives us a good starting point for somewhere to look with that.
Joe Cooper's got to go.
Joe Cooper's got to go. Oh, sorry about that, Joe. I hope you enjoy the rest of your birthday, mate. For an answer about your fly fishing question, we haven't got a date or time for that. We haven't got anything in the works for that, but we wouldn't rule it out at the same time. We could do fly fishing at some point in the future. Any cross-platform in the pipeline? See, that would be awesome. Again, though, trying to retroactively put that into a game that wasn't built with it is very hard. I know Destiny sort of recently did it.
Yeah, with the save.
But it was cross-save, not cross-play. I think it's definitely an interesting idea, something that I'd like us to explore, but whether that will come with FSW, I'm not 100% sure.
Becomes a lot of issues, mainly from the platform side, because we wanted to do it for the Dovetail Live, so you could all compete across each platform, but there's a lot of like nitty gritty issues that like something's right on one isn't the same on the other. To do with sometimes it's just to do with like data laws and stuff like that. So some of it's just out of our control, which we just couldn't do, which made us sad. But you never know. Maybe one day. All I know is this fish is hench.
Well, I hope so.
I've seen it. It's hench. Came up for a little while, fighting for a good while. It's diving down again. Yeah.
They're oh my god, it's actually a bass as well.
Check it out. Hench.
They wanted to see a £15 bass.
It's 15, but still.
Nah, I'm sorry, mate. It ain't 15, so.
If it ain't 15,
pretty average.
Just throw it.
Later on.
It's like £9. Not too bad. As I was saying, like, I did see some people comment saying, like, oh, you'd probably only catch one £14 bass in your lifetime. Admittedly, they're a bit more frequent in game.
Yeah.
Yes, you know. We lean on still a bit of the. It's that fine line between simulation and fun gameplay. We like to try and appease both. So I do get it. Where should I go next? I'm gonna go teleport somewhere. Don't bother. I'm gonna go back down by that bridge. Do a little mooch under there, and then you can jump on Seminole after that little fish.
Sounds like a good idea, mate.
Oh, and we'll do that angler's log thing. I haven't forgotten. That'll be another world premiere. Angler's log.
World's first. Get a ganders at this. I think adding saltwater would increase your player base. I'm not personally interested in saltwater, but I've had friends who I told about the game ask about this first thing.
I'm interested.
It's not a priority by any means, but something to keep in mind.
I'd like saltwater fishing.
Yeah, Sam's always mentioned the saltwater fishing.
Grew up, my old granddad taking me and my uncle taking me little pier fishing. Good times. So I hope we'll get there one day. But again, yeah, we're still trying to perfect what we've got now, and there's still a lot we want to do. I'm sure when they get there, they'll do it justice. It's going to be good.
Johnny Griggs, how about seasons and weather changes? Again, this is something we spoke about before. It would be awesome. Weather changes, if you set your weather to dynamic, it should change in game, but there, I suppose you've only got clear skies, different levels of cloudiness, and different levels of rain. It doesn't go much further than that. In terms of the seasons, I think the biggest challenge of the seasons is on our art team, probably, because take for example this lake here. If we had seasons, so autumn, summer, fall and spring, in theory we would have to create the same map 4 times over. So we'd have to create a summer version, then we'd have to reskin it for winter with snow, etc. Another reskin for autumn with colourful leaves, and another one for spring. So basically, it's probably not as cut and dry as always 4 times the work, but it creates a lot of extra work for us to release more lakes and add to the content that we're already adding to. So although it's something we talk about, I'm not sure how priority it is to make it happen. Hopefully we see that one day though. Scooby Hazel train, that was big for under £10. See, you're talking about that bass earlier, and I thought the same thing, man. I thought it looked huge. K12 Outdoors, hashtag £15. See, it wasn't £15, but it did look £15, so...
Just full of air.
Ryan Doubt it, you're going to add a free map that everyone can use. I think we need another. We got nothing planned at the moment, but then again, the last set of lakes I think was a nice surprise as well, to be fair, so it might be something we do in the future. At the moment though, honestly, not on the cards, but you never know.
Might change, yeah.
Billy Bob, could you put ice fishing into the game if you've got time? Ice fishing is another one we hear a lot of people talk about, something that again we'll have to do some research into. And
again, would you want to be able to ice fish every lake, or would you want an iced lake that you can only ice fish on? I guess would be like the other question.
Well, I mean, I imagine it would be separate venues, because you can't just... Because I think we go back to the seasons thing, don't we, where creating more...
I was thinking, like, would you want to be able to walk onto this lake and ice fish?
If it froze in real life, I'd say that should be fine, but I'm not sure if the lake would freeze over in real life.
But yeah, that's what I mean. Either way, both big job. And gameplay mechanics that we technically don't even have designed.
Shep 777. I haven't used 777. I keep saying 4 sevens, man. I'm so sorry.
We've only got 3.
I haven't used that. I was just going to autopilot. I haven't used the trolling motor at all for the drag glitch. It's just frustrating when you have a massive fish and the line snaps due to a glitch or bug. I appreciate you acknowledging it. Yeah, honestly, we'll look at that when we're back at our desks, and we'll talk to one of our testers as well. We'll talk to the embedded tester, get him to try and get some more solid repro steps.
Get that data.
Richard Payne, how about wind and its direction like you had on Eurofishing? So we do actually have wind in the game as well here, but we just don't show the wind icon, I believe. It could be that we just need to just toggle something, turn that back on in the UI if it's something you guys actually use a lot of. I think there was a reason that we took it out, but I can't remember what it is off the top of my head. Any new lures or equipment in Bass Pack? Are you talking about? If you're talking about the tournament Bass Pack, then there aren't any equipment or anything like that comes with it. It is just the, well, I say just, it's the 2 venues that you'll be able to fish on. Pascal Gaming DLC 17th September. Sorry, mate, not the 17th. This Thursday, so that'd be like the 5th. Get it like 2 weeks earlier than that. Bergsey would be good for ice fishing in Mind in mountains and stuff. Yeah, I can see that.
Doing a
feels like a relevant venue.
World premiere time.
World premiere.
World
look,
premiere.
going through the. Okay, guys. So we're just going to go through the angler's log. Have a look at some of these fish for Lake Jordan.
Big Jordan.
Big Jordan, 16-pound bass. Look at that silhouette.
All 15 was inch. Gone one bigger.
So we've got some more smallmouth bass.
So it's on that 10-pounder.
Spotted bass. Got all this bass. All the bass.
Yeah, there's all the bass in this one. 6 pound, some crappies. White crappies. Bluegill. Yellow perch. Fatty channels. Is that 41 pound? And then we're just into the trophy catches that aren't boss fish, because we still have that requirement of like, it's like the top 10% of fish we put in it, right? That isn't a boss.
Yeah, so we'll have like a species, then we'll have like the heaviest of that species in the lake will be considered trophy fish, and then we have the named trophy fish as, you know, the creme de la creme, the pinnacle fish of the lake. Yeah. So that's Lake Jordan. We'll have a look at Lake Seminole as well. So another 16-pounder.
I'll hand over to you. You're going to be the Seminole boy.
Let's get involved. So we've got a 16-pound largemouth bass called Georgia. We've got a couple of 16-pound largemouth bass, to be fair. It's got the fatties in this one.
Fatty bass pack.
We've got the Chicken Boss, the smallmouth bass, 7 pound 5 ounces. Got a couple more 7 pound ones. An 8 pound 5 ounce spotted bass called Little Chicken. There's a theme here. Brown Thrasher.
Sounds edgy.
Got Blackbeard.
Also edgy. Is this the edgy lake? Edgy chicken lake.
Bluegill. Long nose gar, 31 pound 2 ounce. It's going to be a long boy. Chain pickerel at 9 pound 7 ounces. Walleye at 14 pound 3 ounces. Oh, it goes up to 14.5. Channel catfish, 45 pound on the dot, on the money. Athena. Remember that name. The Cherokee Rose, rainbow trout, 17 pound 10 ounces. And yeah, going to the regular species. So that's all the species we've got in these lakes.
More boss fish to hunt. When did you get up to? Just so I don't miss.
I think at the top of the screen, I think is all good to go, mate.
Pretty above Scarborough. Could you put freshwater sharks like reef and bull sharks and stuff in the game, please? I'd like to see some sharks, but I haven't seen them on the list. But you could see, like, again, if a lake comes up where they should be in, then yeah, I guess it's something to look at in the future. Can you Ardra Uja? I've probably butchered that name. Can you fix the rod physics, please? I just bought the high tube float rod physics. Others are very realistic. Catching Arapaima with Sonic Vader X isn't feels realistic. Yeah, it's definitely something we need to look at. And again, it's just one of those things where we've got so much equipment now. I think some of the older stuff needs revisiting and sorting out. So I hope that's something we can look at.
Even look at the little docking area over here, man. This is quite nice.
Oh yeah, a lot of the dock stuff they've got in this one is nice. Mistral was.
Sorry.
That's alright. K12 Outdoors. Arcanus Lakes. Is that how you pronounce that? I don't know what that is. Daytona 1973. Oh, that's why there is a stream Thursday. Yeah, there'll be streaming Thursday for the competition and for the launch day of the tournament bass pack. So tune in or miss out on not only $500 worth of equipment. Ugh. I'm going to try and spin it. Not a shot would actually help, wouldn't it? This priceless limited edition Fishing Sim Pro World Tour hat. Let's get involved. Come along Thursday. Try and win some stuff. And I'm not sure who's going to be on the stream, but yeah, come keep those guys company because they like to see you come along. Where are we at? Maryland Outdoorsman Salt Fishing would be sweet. I missed that because it went off. Yeah, it would be one day, I hope. Odin Allfather, that's a pretty good name. I keep missing comments. I can't touch the mouse because I think I'm going to have to start mid so I can actually keep up. I can't move the mouse because you're on that one. Okay, we're going middle. Billy Bob Scrub, what are you next hoping to put in the game now? I don't know if I can divulge that. There's a lot we'd like. I've said bait boats I'd like, but again, when there's lots of ideas on a list, but it all comes down to a pipeline of like when it fits into the release schedule. So more fish species is always going to be a thing, more equipment, boats, and just actual gear wise. Yeah, lots of stuff. But
sometimes it's not even just like what's the best time in the release schedule. Sometimes, let's say that we decide we want to do one feature, we might do that feature, and then it might make sense for us to change the priority order on the other things if something works really well with the new feature. I think I've just really explained that in a poor way, but for example, let's say that we added live baits to the game now, maybe that would make us have to prioritize something related to live baits as another feature, if that makes sense.
We do normally theme like the equipment around the type of fishing, whatever the lake is going to be, if we're going to do it that way. Sort of. Thanks, Stephen. So it'll be Mark and Darren doing the Thursday tournament bass pack stream. We will play the trailer again at the end as well, so you can have a look. But you're seeing it now, and as I did read it and going down the list, I forgot who said it, but yes, Seminole is hench. Might even say bear hench. Is that the hench as something can be?
I don't really know, mate. I don't really know the answer to that.
You be the judge.
I need to find a good spot, you know.
Oliver Mims, are you planning rivers? It's something we'd like to do. The limitation with that right now is water flows. It's a challenge in one, making it look right, and two, in it being, what's the word for like it being resource managed or like performance? When I remember words, yeah, it's something we want to do, but there's a lot of limitations for performance wise in the engine and making it look right. So it's something we'd like to do, but a lot more needs to be done on that. Stephen coming in again. Yeah, 4 p.m. tomorrow. Don't forget. Not tomorrow, Thursday.
You can come tomorrow, but
you come tomorrow. We won't be.
It's not really much going on.
Thursday, 4 p.m.
Let's look at this area. Got loads of greenery.
Shep 777-947. Can you give us a clue if there are any new fish species in development at the moment? Yes, that is your clue. There are some new fish species in development. Can't tell you what. I can say there's more than one, but that's all I'm allowed to give you. You have to wait. Stephen chiming in as well. We do have new fish in development. Yes. Kevin 1878 Payne, love the update. Finally caught a salmon. Well done. Yeah, it was not something we intended. As we know, a few people caught the salmon not the way it was only intended to be done, and we didn't expect it to be that much of an issue. But all is good in the world of salmon now, so we're happy with that. 5 Karma 35845, that's a lot of numbers. Just says yo, what's up? I can't pronounce you. I'm just going to call you Efi because I can't pronounce your name. I wish this game is in VR. We have explored that, and I think some people have kind of used their own Oculus stuff outside. Like, not supported by us, but I think it is doable. But yeah, it would be something we would like to do, maybe. But again, priority order of like, do you want more lakes, more species, more equipment, or VR? It's a toss up, and not everyone else. I don't know how many other people would actually use VR. I think that's mainly what it comes down to. Where obviously everyone can play it this way who has a computer or gaming console. VR is a bit more niche.
Of course, £6 little bass so
I don't know
far.
what Scooby Hayes is laughing about. Might be something I said.
It's probably something it's probably just the way you look, even.
Is there any boss salmon? Yeah, there's 8 of them, I think, because I think I made them. I think there's 2 of each, Chinook and Coho. We might have to check the angler's log before we sign off. I don't know what people. If you're talking about a size, you need a size 2 hook for dead baiting. I didn't see when someone originally asked that question, but I can see people talking about it. You can only put a dead bait on size 2 hook. Get a big old rod. Doesn't work on the little bass ones. Dan Bateman, dovetail fishing. Any tips for newbies? I guess depends on what fishing type you like. Try and, I guess, master one before the other if you have a preferred style. If you don't, one's a bit more passive with multiple rods, if that's your sort of thing, where bass and predator is a bit more active. So you can do a bit of both at the same time. If you claim a peg, you could have carp rods out and predator lure fish. Check out the tutorial videos though. There's tutorial videos in the main menu and from the pause menu. Look at each bit and then go from there. And we do try and put a lot of the stuff that people do in real fishing in the game. So weirdly, some tips from even like where people focus their lures and the movements they do, we try to replicate that.
I think another good place to start is single player tournaments as well, to be fair. I think
PTs.
Yeah, I think they're a good way for beginners to test themselves in a bit more of a competitive environment. I mean, it's all offline, so there's no harm in it. And it's also a good way of getting some starting tackle points, so you can start buying some equipment early, start getting the good stuff in.
Hamil Santiago said, "Oh my god, that sparked to toss a frog," with lots of little frog emojis. I think he's talking about you doing some frog flipping over the old moss there.
Yeah, it's nice. It's a nice lake. This definitely looks different to our other lakes, you know.
Yeah.
It's just got a bit more of a different feel. I think the time of day is playing nicely again here.
Carrion Carol. Anyone have any recommendations for perch bait? Pretty sure maggots and worms are good.
What have I got here?
What have you got?
I think it's a bass.
Ooh. Jam201984. Hey guys, late to the stream. Anything important I missed? Yes, you've missed a lot. I'm like, oh my days, a day to come up late. So we announced we got the Bass Tournament pack coming out on Thursday. We got launch stream Thursday, 4 p.m. Chance to win 500?
500.
I need the list.
Get the little...
Give me the list. Give me the exact.
I don't know what you're talking about. There's no list. We memorised it.
I don't know all the fishing equipment off my head. All I know is it's over $500 worth of gear that you've got a chance of winning if you join in the stream on Thursday. I don't know what the competition's going to be yet. Even I'm not privy to that information. All I was told is you got to be there Thursday or no chance. So they're giving away 13 Fishing MV Black 6'10". It's a retail price of $300. 1315 Prototype X 2.0, which is at a retail price of $200. And a few lures. They haven't told me what lures, but again, I'd imagine they're actually going to bring those on stream. But obviously the most important and priceless item on the list is the limited edition Pro Tour cap. Can't buy these anywhere, so what price do you put on this?
I mean,
unlimited.
It's all sentimental, isn't it?
That's
it's going to mean a lot to...
priceless.
I don't even own it, and it means a lot to me already.
You have to be careful that actually makes it to Thursday, because Aaron might steal it before we leave this room.
I can only hope.
So yeah, 2 brand new Bass Licks, dropping Thursday, competition 4 PM Thursday. It's all going off Thursday.
Thursday there will be some stuff happening. I hope you can be there for the stuff.
Everyone wants the stuff. I lost where I was because I got quite excited. Matt Hall, hashtag beards, you know. And hashtag right. Is that right-handed eel? Oh, right-handed reels? It's a new hashtag. I like it. Shouldn't it just be an option when you start? What hand is it? No, it'd be more animation.
Oh, I see what you're saying, yeah.
Maybe there's something we can look at, but I quite like that. I know it's only a little thing that really doesn't affect the gameplay, but if you're right or left-handed, I could understand that. K12 outdoors, hashtag 15-pounder. Well, that's getting increased now. Hashtag 16-pounder in these links. Going big.
If you're having a good day.
OP day. Richard Jones says, nice late guys. Jam201984 says, can't wait. Excellent guys with a little happy face.
That's what we like to hear.
All about the happiness. If he caught a 5 kilogram bass. It's big, right? For 5 kilos.
I can't remember exactly what the conversion rate is. Yeah, that's a good bass. That's a good bass.
Can we have false beards as a prize as well? I'm not in charge of the prize fund. You'll have to ask them. I don't know how that fits on the list. Maybe when the beards pack eventually ever drops, because I'm going to keep poking. I ain't gonna lie, I had a meeting with some artists the other day regarding some features, and I asked, can we have beards?
Because that's what you ask every time.
That's the life I'm trying to get into the game. It's going to be better. I can't ever shave this off now, can I really?
Just want to end this beard discrimination.
If I shave it off now, then I'm not hashtag beards anymore. Sweat Dog, how's it going, guys? It's alright. It's not bad. It's Tuesday. Streaming. New lakes. It's nice. Can't complain. How about yourself, Aaron? How you doing?
I'm doing pretty well, mate.
Got a couple of fish.
I've been playing for like 20 minutes. Caught a few fish. Done a little run around the lake. I think I've only caught bass so far. 3 bass. Is this another bass? Go on, show us your leap. How much energy you got, eh?
Scooby Hayes, can you sort the reel out on loading screen for lakes? Because they go the wrong way.
Oh, we've actually said about this before internally. We were like, that goes the wrong way. And it's just like, it's just become one of those things where we know it's there, but the priority just hasn't been to fix it yet. I mean, we're going to get around to that at some point. At one point, we was even wondering if, like, you know, are we even going to end up using a different icon in the future or something like that? But yeah, we haven't been able to have a definitive answer for that question. But yeah, you don't worry, we have spotted that. We're not totally brain dead. We do know that it's going the wrong way. It just happened, man. It makes me sad, but it did happen.
It's a hashtag for you, not totally brain dead. Matt Hall needs to add Dotty, the largemouth bass. Is this a famous largemouth bass? And where does Dotty live? Because we like, again, we first have to check. I don't know if anyone owns Dottie. If Dottie's a real fish, someone owns it, we'd have to ask them, we're allowed to put her in. But if not, I can't see why not. Dan Bateman, crazy to think you guys made this game. Lots of exclamation marks, lots of happy face. Oh, right?
I don't know if you're insulting us or you're being our friend. Is it because we look so stupid?
It's because you said hashtag not
brain
quite,
dead.
not totally brain. But thank you, yeah. I had to pinch myself sometimes to think, oh yeah, I'm a designer on a game. I'm doing pretty well.
It is quite a weird feeling even to this day. It's been a good couple of years now.
Oscar Atlas, I still love that game. Good. We like it too. It's going to get better though. We're not even peaked. That's how I like to look at it. Nowhere near done.
Always on the climb.
Exactly.
Making gains.
We're all about gains now. We are about big lifting gains.
It's true.
We're on other ends of the scale. I'm on about, like, I want no body fat. Shred down. You're just about, just give me the bulk.
Well, I'm pretty skinny to start with, so I definitely needed a bulk before cutting. It's been good though. I do enjoy going to the gym. Nice little mix up from
keeping it healthy.
Yeah, I've never really been
mentally.
I've never been health conscious in my life, so this is pretty crazy for me. Especially how long I've been doing it. I've been
Yeah,
committed.
you've been committed for a good while now. It's good to see.
Of course, I'm still not as hardcore as you. Like, granted, I go up and I try and beat my PBs
You
or
lift
whatever.
heavier
But
than me.
yeah, but you get up at a crazy time in the morning.
get
You
up before-
fast. You're gonna get
I
an
just-
insight into Sam's lifestyle now.
It's the opposite end of the goal because you're like, I'm eating 3,000 calories. I'm like, I don't like to go above 1.5. Okay.
I'm eating 3,500 calories,
I mean,
mate.
35. Well, yeah, I won't eat for 16 hours before, and I'll work out fast because I want to burn that body fat. It needs to go.
This man knows what a grind is. Got to respect the grind.
Back to the fishing content. I'm not talking about little insight into our fitness regime.
I'm pretty sure everyone on
Yeah,
the stream at the moment is wondering how you got that physique. It's fine. I know what they're
They're
thinking,
looking
man.
like,
Like,
Aaron's so much
let's just-
swollen when he first came on
just
stream.
trying to
How's he
address-
gone then?
just trying to address the elephant in the room, mate.
It's a £22 bass in Georgia. Okay. I'm going to look this fish up.
Yeah, do a bit of research. Because
So
that's the
maybe-
thing with like in carp fishing, it's very common for fish to be given names and to be caught more than once. Whereas with bass fishing, I actually did look at quite a lot and I couldn't find any existing named
Yeah, no,
bass.
no,
So I've either just skimmed over something and missed it, or the internet's just failed me.
Stephen's like, hashtag casual flex. That's right, we won't start swan songing it yet. Where was we? Olivia memes, can we have a feature to eat trout salmon? I'm not serious, so a little grinny face. I hope not, because you want it like a mini game, like cut up the fish, eat the fish. Yeah, that'd be a bit odd.
Oh no, I don't think that's happening. Not
No, I
anytime
can't
soon.
see that. I'll pitch it as an idea for a laugh, and I'll see how quickly it gets shut down. But I'm gonna go with maybe a second.
Put the salmons in a bagel. Bit of soft cream
I'm gonna do
cheese.
it like Cooking Mama, where it's like, oh, you've
Sounds
actually got to
nice, man.
season it all and cook it. And live bait for predators. I know we've got like dead baits now, and we thought about. Again, the issue with live bait is it ethical for our game? I guess because does that add the age rating up if you're using a live fish to catch a fish? I know it happens in real life, but
I'm not 100% sure on
yeah.
that. We've spoke about live baits before, though. We haven't ruled that in or out, to be honest. Obviously, we took the step forward with the dead baits. Whether we want to take that further with live baits, not 100% sure yet. To be honest, yeah, there's not much more to it than that.
K12 Outdoors. Dottie was potentially the world record largemouth bass caught on Dixon Lake. Unfortunately, I didn't count because she was foul hooked. Dottie weighed 25 pounds.
That is a monster.
Sadly, again, I guess the only thing I'll have to check is if she's under like public domain. I can't see why we couldn't. £25. That's hinge.
Just want to make sure we get the venue right for that one. Like, make sure it's in.
We wouldn't want to just.
If it was from Georgia, we put it in a lake in Georgia. If that makes sense.
Can you make it? From Scooby Hayes 420. Can you make it so we can have overweight characters in the game? So we're not all 12 stone. I actually popped that to one. I'd have to ask the artist how hard that would be to do, but I'm with you.
I think the issue with that will probably mostly fall down to the outfits.
Yeah, it's a big. Obviously all the outfits have to be made to the model's size for like clipping.
And then it needs to be made for each size.
Yep.
Wouldn't rule it out. We haven't. To be honest, normally I say like, "Oh yeah, we spoke about this." I don't think any of us have actually said like, "Hey man."
No one's actually suggested that. But
I think the initial.
That's a good point though. Not everyone is.
I think the initial design had more sliders to. I think there was a suggestion for a slider to control that, but when we had to revamp the design based on the time we had and the resources we had, etc., etc., I think that was just one thing that got cut back, and no one really said like, "Hey man, we really need that." But you know, it would definitely be cool to have that. I like character customization.
I wasn't laughing at you, Darkhead. Scooby Hayes wants to play as Jabba the Hutt.
Oh my word!
Get that double chin physics going. Is that a hashtag for hashtag double chins? Ken from Sam Does Fishing. Can you fish Gigantica as in on stream now or just in the game? In the game, yes. On stream, probably not. We are. What time are we streaming till?
Well, to be fair, we haven't got long left.
We haven't got long left. Maybe they probably won't be doing it on Thursdays because they want to show off the new lovely Lake Seminole and Lake Jordan. But it's something we can definitely do for future streams. I like Gigantica. And yeah, Steve said it's a moral dilemma for using live baits because we're all about preserving life. Oh jeez, I can't say that, Luke. On stream. I'm not going to fall into that one. Oh, she's dead. Rip Dottie. Get an F in chat for Dottie. Johnny Griggs, does water temperature affect fish? Is it a thing in the game? Yeah. Based on the temperature of the lake. They will choose, each fish species has a different preferred water temperature and depth based on real life. So if they're cold and they don't like it, they might dive and climb and vice versa, depending on the temperature. Look at fish eat fish. It's a fact, but that's not the dilemma we're going for. It's just like, do we allow you to chuck in a live, or is it considered cruel to chuck in a live fish to be eaten by a fish? I think is more of the issue. GHC, I can't say that on stream either, but if it's what people want, then maybe it'll happen. Yes, Dixon is in California. Okay. So we do have a California lake, don't we? 5 pounder. Oh, excuse me.
This spot's been quite nice for it though. I've been catching quite a bit around here. Oh.
Chris Jones, what happened with the salmon and Lake Miller stalling? So the bite rate is pretty much wasn't correct. We didn't expect it to be that difficult from how they were set up, so it made it very difficult to get one to bite. Not the issue anymore. Bite rate fixed. All submitted today, so you can go on there now, go to Lake Miller, go to Lake Boulder, catch yourself some salmon on some lures, or like worms and stuff. They buy that too. As I've noticed, a lot of you do like trolling, so I'm guessing people would like the feature to be able to troll off of a boat with multiple rods. I'm guessing from what I've seen people doing again. Olivia Mims, ducks or birds like herons would be cool. Yeah, we'd like to get some more wildlife in there. That's just, I think the lakes could do with it. Make it feel a bit more of a living world than just the lake itself. Mike, any new sponsors coming to the game? We haven't had any. If it's for like career mode, you're asking. We haven't had any recently. But
there will inevitably at some point probably going to be some. Like, we haven't got anything planned, but that sort of thing does sort of just happen, and we end up adding some to the game. It's not too big a task for us to do once we've got them confirmed and all the documents are signed with the I's dotted and T's crossed.
Matt Hall sent the story for Dotty through Facebook Messenger. Thank you. I'll have a proper read of that. Big Timer J, Sam, Aaron, when are we getting sturgeon? We've asked for them for ages. I know. And I can poke Big Daddy Des, or Big Granddaddy Des now, because, you know, Wendy's thought he was an OAP, of what species you guys are asking for. But the main issue we have is we normally do the fish geographically. So if we go to a different geographic location, we do it from that. So those species seem to take priority over others. So I'm sure they will come, but as of when, I don't know, unfortunately. I get it, Scooby Hayes, about fish eating fish to make some live paints. Kids got to know at some point what predators eat live active kids. I'm with you, but I think for the sake of throwing it into, it becomes more of like a legal issue, and I can pronounce words of like the SRB have to rate our game. So if we suddenly chuck something like that in, we might have to go through that whole process again. Just got a is it Mushaka? Is that how you pronounce that? Just got a coho on a head and one knocker at Million Channel on backside of Shabby Cove. Congrats. Nice to hear as well. And the inevitable thing you were waiting for, 2v2.
I said it was going to come up, man.
We do want to do it. So yeah, with everything that's been going on at the moment, we've been uber busy to get it ready. But we once we get actually a bit of a let off on the gas, because yeah, we've got a lot going on behind the scenes that we definitely want to get involved in another 2v2 and hopefully actually get it working this time, because I know last time it was kind of me and Aaron on one console. It's something we definitely want to do. Luke Harvison, all I know is you've read my mind once again. I would love to have 2 per boat option for multiplayer. Enough said. That's one of the dream things I originally designed for the boat, but yeah, it comes down to capacity, manpower, and release dates, and it was a feature that didn't quite make it, unfortunately. But I hope it's something we pick up again, because yeah, I'd like it that get like 8 of you, 2 on each boat, have a good time actually fishing together. And then maybe like team scores is another thing I'd like to play around with. It's like you're working as a team, not just a. But again, all ideas.
Anglers and co-anglers.
Exactly. All ideas we've thrown at the wall, but yeah, it just comes down to capacity, unfortunately.
Yeah, we tried getting the multiple people on a boat thing in the first time, and the long story short of it is there was just like unforeseen technical issues with it that just require more work and research, basically.
I've been missing some of these hashtags. We got hashtag stockpond, hashtag Darren the Eel, hashtag bait boats, hashtag beards. I don't know what we having for the chair.
Is it not just chair? Hashtag
chair? Bivian chair, I don't know.
I think you're overthinking it, mate. Like,
you need something more witty than that. Hashtags don't trend with just chair and bivvy. Beards works, I know, and that's not exactly. Shaka H. Patch works, it's noticeable. Good to hear it. Woo! Pimp. I forgot about Pimp My Peg. Yes. Hashtag Pimp My Peg. See, it's back. Is that one I called out Westwood? I'm not going to do it again, even though I just now. You have to go back to the previous stream to see when I called out Westwood, because I didn't want him pimping my peg. This is why I remember now. See, there we go, yeah. Pimp my peg. We want that. I want pimped out bivvies, I want pimped out chairs, and I want to be able to use bald guys. I forgot about that. That's not even a joke, but I think that's fair enough. If we're having beards for all the hair, we need to go the other way as well. I think that's a good point.
I'm absolutely raking in the bass.
Yeah, you're doing alright.
The bass master.
You are the epitome of tournament bass right now.
I know, man. I'm so angling.
Is that time though? Time we have to say goodbye. I guess we better drop the details of what's happening Thursday one more time. We're going to play the trailer to see us out as well, but I'd like to say thank you for everyone who turned up to see these new lakes and see us chat about dev, fishing, gains and hashtags for about an hour, because we enjoy doing it and we like getting the feedback from you guys. It's always good.
You're getting given the jip, mate. They're telling you need to catch more fish, mate. It's true. Look at him.
I admit I didn't catch as many as Aaron. He was on it.
We're on different lakes though, so
this is why when we do the 2v2 he's going to carry.
Can't carry trash, mate.
I'll say I'll see you later.
I couldn't help myself. Alright.
Fanning it out there and you're just bam, 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 bam.
So guys,
on that note, we are going.
Check out the stream on Thursday to win those awesome goodies. Have a nice little viewing of the lakes. I hope you've enjoyed what we've shown you today so far. As you can see, I'm a monster. I've been catching loads on Seminole, all the bass. And yeah, we're gonna shoot off, play the trailer one last time.
You're like
and
Paul Daniels. I just have to sit here with the prize.
Look pretty, mate. Just got to look pretty. That's all you need to do.
Always
stroking the beard when I say that as well.
So yeah.
Right, guys. Yeah, we'll play the trailer and we'll catch you next time. Hopefully, well, it's not even a hopefully. Next time, yeah, we'll have a good time then as well. It'll be good. Thanks
always
a lot.
Keeping it real, keeping it classy. Haven't forgotten. That's how we sign off.
Keep it classy.
Roll
exactly,
the clip.